I'm Dan Galusha, and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. We've got our little Browning BL-22 back with us, and you can see the difference. Got a scope, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. This is a rimfire scope put out by Tasco. Not the greatest in the world. The adjustments on it are much different. There's not a good hard click into the place. So you can adjust these and knock them off pretty easy. I swear, they just set and do that. But you notice this gun is set up for this sort of a thing. It has your rail so that you can put one of these on here, but it also has the fold down sight, which we've talked about before. That's so it'll get it out of the way. Now as far as the eye relief, yeah, I tell you, this scope, adjusting, especially on this short rifle, I had to move the thing as far forward as I can, and I've got it adjusted on the 4th power. And so we're going to see what it is. It's a, what is it, a 3.9 by 20, I think. I think that's what it is, a 20 on this. We're going to shoot at, you can see it up here, we're going to shoot at that bullseye target. That way you'll know, I mean, if we can hit that bullseye, because that's not very big. It's a 3-inch plate, I believe, but the hole is smaller than that. So we'll be shooting right down the middle of that and hopefully hit with this. I'm going to move back here further to use this scope, but I'm going to leave you up here and zoom you in so you can see what it is. I'm going to load up 10 rounds of CCI ammo in this, and then we'll see how it works with a scope, and hopefully that's something I want to talk to you about right now. When I mounted this rimfire rail, you can see that it's very shallow, really. It's really tough to get a good bite. I don't know if you can see it this way or not. I mean, this is what it's made for, but it really seemed difficult. Now, maybe it's the scope. It could be that. It could be the mounts and the scope are the problem. But it had a hard time, and I'm hoping I got this thing. I'm not going to do much wiggling with it. I mean, if it falls off when we shoot it, then you know there's something up. Later on, what I want to do though is put a Browning buckmark reflex sight on this and see how it works. And that should be terrific. But don't have that right now to do that with. But we are going to try it with a scope. Like I said, there's several things I want to do with this gun while I still got it. And this is one of them. So without a lot of more talking, let's get up here, or I'm going to go back there, and then we're going to shoot this thing. What you can see here is what I did is I went up there and put one of those paper stick-on targets first. That way we can actually see where this is hitting. Hopefully all rounds will go into that center somewhere. And I'm going to get back here, and like I said, I'm freestanding this scope, so you know what that's like. It's a little bit shaky, so just hang on. I'm going to walk back here, and then we're going to start shooting. Well, as you can see, get these off, it was hitting the bullseye, without a doubt. I mean, before I blew the sticker off, it was really chewing that middle out on it. So that scope was really working very well, I would say. It's a nice little setup, really. if you want to try, you know, a scope like that. As I said, the adjustments on it, you don't have a good solid click on these, and in fact I'll take off the windage adjustment here and show you what they're like for those of you that don't know what the Tasco rimfires are like. Long threads, I'll tell you. I'm still taking it off. There we go. Okay, I'll show you up close. You can see you have to use like a screwdriver or something to do it. The numbers aren't printed real good on it, but we're not doing a review on that scope. But I just wanted to let you know that this is a rimfire. Also, you can use these on air guns. I have used them on air guns. Been quite successful with them, actually. I used it on a Crossman 1077, and of course that comes with one that's quite similar to this. But as far as, now it held on here good, you know, and it so there must be a good enough bite in there. Like I said, it's just weird. If you go to mount it, you'll know what I mean. If you get one of these and you mount something on like that, you're going to say, doggone, this thing's not going to fit. Well, it does eventually. You just got to mess with it. And once you do, and again, if you do mount one on here like this, make sure that you move that thing forward as far as you can. I've got the mounts up forward, and I loosen the mounts and I move the scope itself forward, and then you got to make sure that you got it back like this, otherwise you got the crosshairs off one way or the other or whatever, so you want to be careful with that too. But as far as shooting, you can see, I mean, that was 25 yards with this CCI, actually quiet ammo, because I use that, which is 710 velocity. So it did very, very well with it. This gun is very impressive. And in the earlier videos, you'll notice I was talking about this, having problems when I get up here like that. It is starting to loosen up, and I rethink like everything else. As you shoot it more, it will cycle much. It's still a little bit harder. It's definitely different. If you pick this up and you pick up a Henry with its smooth action, I mean, there's, you know, it's different night and day, except for the fact that this one is a short throw. You don't have to go as far with it. Where the Henry, you got to come all the way down. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.